everyone, my name is Brooke, and we're here today at Lafayette Physical Rehabilitation Hospital, and I'm going to be demonstrating some proper exercises and walking techniques and stair climbing techniques that are necessary in order for a quick recovery for a total hip replacement patient. Today we have Craig's day at rehab, so I'm going to be first demonstrating the proper precautions that are necessary for a total hip replacement patient, and those include that you shouldn't turn your foot inward with the hip replacement leg. You shouldn't turn it inward. You shouldn't cross your legs in any way, shape, or form like this, or if you're sitting, just cross your feet over. You shouldn't bend your hip more than a 90-degree angle. So if you're sitting down, you shouldn't have it more than a 90-degree angle with your hip. You shouldn't sit in a low chair because that'll cause your hip to be at more than a 90-degree angle. And in Craig's case, you should be toe-touch weight bearing, which means that you should just put pressure on the tip of your toes. You shouldn't put all the weight on this leg. You should only put the weight on your good leg, and just have the weight through the tips of your toes of your operated leg. So right here we have Craig, and Craig's lying for us in the supine position, and we're going to start off with some early exercises that you should do as soon as you start rehab. And the first exercise we're going to work with on Craig is ankle pokes, and this is good for your hip. And what you want to do, Craig, is just slowly bring your toes all the way front and all the way back. See Craig right here? This is his operated leg. And he's just bringing his foot all the way front and all the way back. Just stretching out that muscle. Okay? Good. And you would do this for, maybe about a minute each leg, about 5 to 10 times a day. Okay, so the second exercise we're going to work with Craig is called quadricep sets. And this is when you have your legs positioned straight out on the mat, touching the mat. And you would squeeze your thigh muscle as much as you can until you feel that tightening in your thigh, and then you would hold it for about 5 seconds, and then you would release. And you would do this for about 10 times a day. So let's try it, Craig. I just want you to squeeze your thigh muscle right here to where you feel like you're pushing down on my leg, on my hand. Good, like that. See how he's tightening up that muscle and he's pushing down to where I can feel it. I can feel him squeezing my hand under there. Good. Good. And he's holding it for about 5 seconds, and then he's releasing. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to work with Craig is called straight leg races. And that's where I'm going to want Craig to flex his non-operated leg, so this leg will go ahead and raise up and flex it. Good. Okay? And then with his operated leg, we're going to go ahead and tighten this muscle a little bit. And I want you to go ahead and lift your leg off of the mat, all the way up, as high as you can. Good, like that. Good. And then we'll go back down, just like that. Good. Alright? And we'll do about 10 of these, probably about 10 times a day. Okay, so the last exercise we're going to work on today is abduction, where I'm going to go ahead and have Craig take this leg. Again, we have the sliding board right here and the towel to make it a little easier on the patient. And we'll go ahead and have Craig slide his foot towards the outside, just like this. And then he'll pull it back in. Good. And with this, we just want Craig to be careful not to turn his foot inward. Once again, he wants to keep it pointed either out or towards the front. And he'll just go ahead and slide it again, just like that. And then back in. Alright, and he'll do this about 10 times a day, and this will help with him with his exercises, his early exercises after having a hip replacement. So this is pretty much what we do for the exercise part of a hip replacement rehab. And so next what we're going to do is we're going to work on the proper technique to walk. Okay, so like I said, the next thing we're going to do is work with Craig on how to properly stand up and how to execute a walk. The first thing that you want to make sure of is that the wheelchair is not too low of a wheelchair for Craig, which is a good height. And we also want to make sure that the wheelchair is armrest for him to be able to push up from. So the first thing that we're gonna work on, Craig, is I want you to, with your surgical leg, we're always gonna straighten that surgical leg out, because remember we can't put any pressure on it. We just can put toe touch weight bearing. So we're gonna go ahead and straighten it out, and I want you to put your hand on the armrest, just like that. And I want you to just kind of lean forward for me a little bit, and kind of maybe scoot up a little bit in the chair if you can. Okay, good, like that. And then what I want you to remember right now is that I want you to stand up and push a lot of the weight through your arms, and push a lot of the weight on this leg, on your non-operated leg, and just kind of keep this leg out here with not a lot of weight, with no weight on it. Okay, and then once you stand, I want you to push from the chair and stand up, and I want you to grab onto the wheelchair and just kind of still keep that toe touch weight bearing on this foot and put all your weight on this foot. Okay, so we'll go ahead and stand. Good, just like that. Good. See how he has just his toe touch weight bearing on that foot, and he has a lot of the weight in his arms and on this leg. So to go ahead and execute a walk, we're going to go ahead and I want you to just put the wheelchair a little bit in front of you. Push it out just a little bit in front of you. The walker is hard. Okay, and then I want you to take a little step with your operated leg, and then we'll go ahead and with your non-operated leg, push through your arms just like that to get your foot. There you go. So the next thing we're going to work on is the proper technique to climb stairs. And in Craig's case, for a hip replacement patient, we're going to go up with the good and down with the bad leg. So in Craig's case, we'll go up with the left leg because that's his non-operated leg, and down with the operated leg, which is his right leg. So Craig, whenever we're going to stand, we're going to put both our hands on the handrails, and we're going to put our left leg up onto the stairs because it's our good leg, and I want you to put most of your weight, as much as you can, through your arms. So you're going to have this leg slightly bent because remember you toe touch weight bearing. So you want to hurry and get that foot up here, and then put a lot of weight through your arms to bring that leg up. And then once again we'll put a lot of weight through our arms to hurry and step, and then we'll put the weight through to step back up. And then going down with the bad. So we'll go down with your right leg because that's your operated leg. Put the weight through your arms, let your toe touch, and then hurry and bring down that good leg. So we'll go down with the bad, let toe touch, weight through your arms, and bring down your good leg. Okay, we'll knock the chair. Good. Okay, so remember to stand up. We're going to, keep your legs straight out. We'll hurry and grab onto the rails. And then putting weight through your arm, I want you to go ahead and step up with your good leg. Okay? Good, like that. Good. And then bring that leg up. Good, just like that. So the weight through your arm, step with your good leg. Good. Good. Bring that leg up. Good. Step with the good. Good. Just like that. Alright, turn on. And then we'll come down with the bad. So there you go. Hurry, bring that good leg down. Good. Just like that. With the weight through his arms. Good. Good job. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and sit back in the chair, keeping that toe touch on that leg. Good. Alright. And Craig has just demonstrated the proper technique to climb the stairs for a total hip replacement patient with toe touch weight bearing. So this concludes the proper demonstration of how a patient should come into rehab, and the proper techniques on how they should exercise, walk, and how to climb stairs. And Craig was a perfect demonstration of how you should come into rehab and get that worked on so that you can leave feeling better and stronger about yourself.